Greetings once again, fellow book lovers. It's time for another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online, where I present to you a book that I have read, reviewed, and recommend. And this one, it's a classic. If you're looking for a suspenseful thriller with so many twists that you can't believe it, it's like an obstacle course, this is the one. It is called The Family Inside by Katie Garner. This is published by Mira Books. It retails for $18.99 in the United States, $23.99 in Canada, and it is 385 pages. Oh man, this is a classic. I could say wow 100 times, and it still wouldn't do justice to this book. It's definitely one. If you like a book that's nothing is for certain. Everything goes off the rails several times. This is definitely the book for you. It revolves around a lady by the name of Iris Blodgett. 3 years ago or so, her husband Jack was murdered. They never found the killer, and her life sort of was derailed because of that. She never really recovered. Life was really terrible. She lives with her teenage daughter Ellery, and Ellery is sort of a precocious child. She's, I don't know, it's hard to warm up to her because she's obnoxious. She takes her mother for granted, and she really is not someone who is sympathetic toward her mother. So Iris loses her job. Someone gets her fired. As we find out later in the book, it was all according to plan. And anyways, the house that she lives in is foreclosed by the bank, so she has to leave. And she really has nowhere to go. She has a couple of friends who might want to take her in. But her boyfriend, she has a boyfriend, Hugh Small, he's an architect. And he says, why don't you come to my family manor? It's called the Ravencliff Manor. And it's a stately mansion. It's quite old. And a lot of work needs to be done. It's a massive house. And so she agrees to come because really she has nothing else, nowhere else to go. Ellery does not like the house. She thinks it's old and stuffy, and it is. It needs a lot of work. And the matriarch of the family, the mother, Bertie, is an elderly lady, and she's sort of a strange bird, if you want to put a pun on her name. Her name's Bertie. And Hugh's brothers are there, the sister-in-law, and others, and it's really a creepy house at times. And Iris gets strange vibes from it. Ellery hates it. In fact, after the first night, Ellery, she runs away from home. She goes with her friends, and she doesn't tell her mother where she is going. So that's another thing that's going on. And one night, Iris wakes up in the night and she thinks it's one of the brothers out the back digging a hole in the big backyard, sprawling yard, as though he's digging a grave. So there's really a lot going on. And as we find out, there have been deaths in the family, but the biggest shock of all is that, I can't tell you because I can't give it away, but there are just so much going on. And there are murders. Iris' close friend is murdered, and we find out why she was murdered. And that sort of hits the reader like a shockwave. And so any page you go to, really, there's something going on. So if you're looking for a really, really complex, and this is more than complex. This is, by the time you get to the end, you think you figured it out, and then it's just turned upside down because what we thought happened and what we thought who was who, and in relation to the other family members, it's throw that out the window. So The Family Inside is really one of the most suspenseful, one of the best books that I've read in quite some time. So if you're looking for a different tale, one that will keep you enthralled and keep you guessing, The Family Inside is definitely the book for you. So if you do purchase it, please let me know if you do agree with my review. I kind of think you will. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you found it informative. So I'll be back very soon with another excellent book. Until that time, as I always say, stay safe, stay sane, Stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.